Yeah, that's right, I know your ass. And I don't give a fuck. I'ma keep cooking the way I want. Said you wanted to cook, didn't you? Cook that nigga! Anybody want to make some money, do shit the right way, then please, by all means, stay. But if not, get the fuck out!
All right, man. You getting DP?
Just get the fuck out.
You motherfuckers.
All right. Now what?
Ever cut before?
You serious?
I want to work.
All right.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
If you don't know, man, you tuned in to Let's Yap About It. Even though I don't talk, but you got something to say. Stuck emotions out now.
Now y'all tuned in to Let's Yap About It. This ain't no podcast, it's a problem cast. I go by the name Fat Pimp Texas very own. Hey man, tell your baby mama I'm looking for her. Tell your wife I'm looking for her. That's what it is, man. Let's Yap About It, man. This ain't no podcast, it's a problem cast. Fat motherfucker Pimp, let's go.
Cuz. Don't lie, cuz. I don't fuck with too much talking. I don't be on that yapping shit, cuz. But you feel me? We can yap about it. You hear me on the podcast, you hear me? Yap About It podcast. Goddamn, go tap in with my people, bro. You hear me? Cause Smush gonna come with the interview real soon, too, y'all. So make sure y'all tap in, you hear me? We be talking with Yap About It podcast. Nigga, let's yap about it, cuz. Heard you was still talking, cuz. Let's yap about it.
Let's yap about it. Let's yap about it. Yap About It podcast. Starting raw bass. Let's yap about it. Let's yap about it. Let go. We in the mix. Fit too savage. Let's yap about it. Content was so living, had to pray for all of my children. Now the whole world be listening. Talk to niggas from prison. Spoke how they was living, how the COs be tripping. Rappers losing on the back end because promoter dudes keep dipping. Seen the show when the dude started out of bloods, then start crippin'. Stripper niggas stop tipping, out of game niggas stop flipping. Bad attitude, so he had to move just to keep his ass out of prison. Seen a show about a young hoe, fucked on a sister, man, no apology. Let's yap about it. If the bitch come around me, shit, she can holler at me. Check my Instagram, she was following me, cause she knew I be where them dollars be. Rapid funds, but I keep it going, I fuck you up, no apologies. Live with raw bass. too savage. Savage like music.
What's up, y'all? We are back. 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 We are back, man. I'm glad to join y'all tonight, man. It has been so fun tonight. Listen, we was litty, man. We had a great time tonight. Give me 1 second, man. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna come back with a commercial break, and I got one thing that I gotta but I want y'all to check this out right quick.
We've been talking a lot lately about, the journey, about my backstory, about everything that it took to get to this point, right? But it's so many of you that's out there in the trenches every day, putting that work in, and you want to keep the main thing the main thing. What you want to know is that product, high quality. And I just want to show you our latest boot, man, going out today to a customer out in Detroit, Michigan, man. That quality. You see the quality in that boot? You see the motto on that, real clean? You see that logo? Real nice and clean on that, baby? That's right. The main thing is the main thing, man. High quality work boots at an affordable price, man. That's what we all about. Bringing you the best in the game, man. The hottest name in work boots right now. Ed Henning's brand work boots, man. Somebody gotta be great. Why not you? Let's go. We've been talking a lot lately about,
I be hoping you be.
We definitely back. We definitely back. We definitely back, man. I had to make a couple adjustments, but right now we are back, man. We got so much to talk about tonight, man. Listen to me. Listen to me. First of all, I want to send rest in peace and rest in glory to Danielle Spencer. She passed away at the tender age of 60. She was also known as her role as Dee on the hit show What's Happening and What's Happening Now. And her legacy is through her two sons. So I definitely want to give her some love, admiration, and respect as she paved the way for other people to be definitely in the game. A strong woman that dedicated her time, her energy, and her life, and then also went on to be a veterinarian, went on to help people across the board. Let me give her another round of applause because she deserves that. She's the blueprint of the culture, y'all. She's a blueprint of the culture, and I have to definitely give her love and respect. We got a lot to talk about today, man. We definitely got a lot to talk about. We're going to start off with none other, man, back in the news again. Listen, Tracy T speaks out and haters feel a way about it. Fans are trolling Tracy T and he is letting the streets have it, man. He is tired of it. And there's going to be some things that I'll talk about and discuss about that. But we also going to discuss this too. Men in red dresses in New Orleans causes a stir. Red Dresses New Orleans refers to as the Red Dress Run, an annual charity event organized by the New Orleans House Harriers, known as the NOH3, held on second Saturday of August. It has drawn a lot of criticism. Now, I also want to talk about this too. Walmart overcharging customers and pays out $5.6 million. Walmart is involved in several recent lawsuits and settlements, including a 5.6 one in California settlements for overcharging customers in stores by selling products that weighed less than they marketed. Then I also got to talk about this too now. Anthony Edwards feels Ayesha Howard is hunting. Anthony Edwards bust down. Ayesha Howard's allegedly demanded $500,000 and a public apology from the NBA star in the court battle. Why is this issue not over already? I am sick and tired of seeing this, and I'm sick and tired of seeing her in the news just trying to make relevancy after she's already blew through $100K of her child's support money. This is crazy. But I also want to talk about this, which is a very interesting thing. I've had these discussions offline with other people, a couple of my friends, even a couple of people in the spiritual game. Men surpass women in religious belief. And I asked the question, why? There are some reasons that may shock you that you will hear tonight. We're definitely going to dive into that. And then we also want to talk about this too. Would you let your woman go to a Chris Brown concert? Chris Brown is making his rounds through a city near you and taking pics for stacks. He's taking a picture for a stack, kissing the girls, making them buy. What's your final answer? We want y'all to chime in on that. But I also want to talk about this too, which was an interesting perspective. And I also want to bring some things to the forefront. We also had this thing coming out with Shadour Sanders, and I didn't get a chance to put that on there, but we're gonna definitely talk about that because he's been in the news and everybody feels a type of way about Shadour Sanders. He's been doing great in the NFL. He's one of the he's one of the, to me, should have been one of the top picks, but he fell all the way down to the bottom. But he is grinding, he is rising, he's proving his haters wrong, and then he even had to confront one of them that wrote some negative things about him, and he asked him the question why. But I have to give a special salute and a special shout out to Shadour Sanders because he was doing his thing. Yes, man. We have an action-packed show tonight, and I want to thank y'all for joining me. So, without further ado, I want to get straight to it. Welcome to the Let's Yap About It podcast. We are changing the world one conversation at a time. I'm Robert Higgins, your host for tonight's program. Please subscribe, share, and hit the like button to let us know we appreciate you for tuning in. The conversation we're about to have is concrete and tough, but nonetheless, we want to spark the brain, entertain, and most of all, explain in detail what we yapping about. I also want to say this too as well, and I want to get to the nitty gritty of it. I want to show y'all something, but I got to get to this, and I have to send a special shout out to Tao Tequila. Listen, it was a time that we had tonight, man. An amazing time that we had tonight. Man, we vibed out, we rocked out, man. We did some things. Man, listen, if you ever want to join me on some of the adventures that this podcast goes on throughout the city, please DM me directly. Please DM me directly, or you can hit me at lets.yap.about.it@gmail.com. And definitely, if you want to come on to some of these events, I'll shoot you the information. All you got to do is show up, pull up, and show out. We'll definitely be in the building for you, and we definitely gonna show you some love all across the board. Really. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. But I want to get to this particular topic, and I really got to say something about this, and I have to correct some people because there's a lot of people that there are a lot of people that want to be biased and they want to choose and pick a side. Social engineering at its finest, but I got to speak on this quickly before we go to the next subject. Tracy T speaks out and haters are feeling a way about it. Fans are trolling Tracy T and he is letting the streets have it. He is letting everybody know that at the end of the day, I'm the father. I'm the one that holds this down. No matter anybody and everybody that may come and go, I'm still going to be here because I'm still going to be the daddy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I'm going to address the people that have something to say because I often like to get different perspectives. But a lot of times, a lot of people speak from emotion, especially in Tracy T's situation. But he's speaking from a father perspective. And in this society, a father is not appreciated. The fathers of these times have become basically an accessory. But I want you to catch this video and I want you to understand the frustration, and I'm going to break some things down. You might not like what I'm going to say because I'm going to get everybody uncomfortable, and that's what this show is about, making people uncomfortable to think and spark the brain. But I want to give you an example of what he was doing and especially how he addressed the criticism, especially since Cash Doll has broke up with Zadarius. I want y'all to check this out.
No, she probably her friend. So my son finna be with me. He moving with me. He ain't finna be goddamn. No bad nigga. Ain't my son finna be no nigga, man. That ain't his daddy. Finna be right here, daddy. Feel me? He moving with Tracy. Just desperate, man. You feel me? Yeah, go get my son ASAP. Don't trip. He'll be here ASAP. I ain't playing no goddamn game. You one of my bitches except my main bitch. Praise me, baby. Yeah. Praise me and appraise me. Hold up. Praise me, then praise me. Hold on, they just played the wrong song. I don't want to hear this. I'm here vibing. This come on to my Kiki. Do you love me? No, sir. Relax. We done my live up. We done my live up with that playing, man. Get your BM back. Man, she laid up in that boy house. Nobody worrying about her. I get her back. On Tracy. It's other shit to get. Let be playing when I tell y'all about that money. Y'all think this free or something. Don't be goddamn hit me about on my DM. And when I come to y'all with some money, yeah, oh, fam, I'm grinding right now. I don't give a about you grinding. You hit my page talking about some money, man. You feel me? Don't come playing with me, man. I don't do no back and forth just to say, hey, man, we had a conversation. Me and Tracy been talking. No, the we ain't. We talking business. We about some money, man. You want to talk? You want to spend your money, man? Holler at me, and I'm going to give you what you want. Off the muscle, no favors. Tracy brought the table to the table. That's what I'm telling you. If you, like, hit me, baby, I ain't relax. Pump your brakes. I ain't trying to go back and forth with you or argue with you, baby. I'm trying to get it situated. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you hit me. And I guarantee you, if I go in the DM, you ain't hit me. I'm sorry if you felt offended in any kind of way, but you must have been in if you hit me. I know I don't leave no money. I pick up everything out the table. I ain't going back and forth about it. Hey, I laid the law. It's a period on your sentence. The end. I guarantee you that girl ain't DM me. Like, you going back and forth? You want to argue on the gram or something? You want to argue with me? Go back and forth with you, baby.
We finna talk about this, and we definitely gotta get on to this. And the reason why I'm finna break some things down tonight is because there are a lot of people creating a conquer and divide in this situation. And I want to say something directly to the blogs, Neighborhood Talk, and all the ones that had a little comment to say about it. Everybody's saying that he feels salty about the situation. But I want to introduce a term to you guys tonight, and I want to show you something exactly where I'm going with it. It may piss you off. Well, good, because personally, I don't give a fuck. We're going to get to it tonight. And I'm going to say this, and we're going to get to it. And what I want to introduce into this situation and many other situations is this. Word of the day: selfless, subservient manipulation. When a man is used to the point of where he stretches himself thin and has exhausted himself mentally, financially, emotionally, and even physically, he has no room for nobody else. And let me tell y'all something. For everybody that wants to use their platforms and other women that are jumping in a situation, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you are a true mother of essence, and when I say a nurturing mother, you are going to understand the significant bond that you're supposed to have with your significant other of who you had kids with, which is the father. If you have a father in 2025 that is willing to lay down the law, lay down his life, and to protect what he feels comes out of his loins, because that is his true legacy, and he wants to push that forward, he is willing to do whatever it takes. But in this society right now, we have so many people, so many bitter people, so many negative people, so many people that want to throw fire and throw gasoline on this type of situation. What you got to understand, no matter who Tracy dates, no matter who Cash Dog dates, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, these two are the biological parents. And if anybody has a problem with it, then why don't you go forth and do something that most people won't do, and that's adopt the children. See, these blogs like Neighborhood Talk, they like to talk shit, but none of them are going to volunteer their expertise. Like I volunteer my expertise on dealing with these type of situations because, one, I've been in it before. Understand that the society that we have now wants Tracy T to crash out so that she can get the full benefit of it. But I ask the question to everybody that's on this live: who really cares? Who's really willing to sacrifice outside of them two? I can tell you right now, nobody. See, everybody likes to talk shit until it gets real. But when it gets really real, why don't you step up to the plate, Zadarius, if you care about them kids, why didn't you want to try to go and adopt them? See, I know the game that's being played, especially with these bloggers, because they're not going to tell the real. A lot of them are going to sway court of public opinion because we know that there are certain individuals behind the scenes to create that division and that friction. But I'm going to say this. I applaud Tracy T for loving his children. I applaud Tracy T for even willing to lay down his life to protect Cash Doll at that moment. But as you can see in gratitude and what he's getting in reciprocation, is a lot of hateration, a lot of negative energy, a lot of shit talking in the media, and people that don't even give a damn about the well-being of his children having to say something. That's the truth about it. But see, the thing is, Tracy T is at his wit's end because he knows that everybody's against him because nobody's for him for fatherhood. See, it's easy to be a keyboard crip or a blogging blood or a mouse pad mobster because we know that half of you motherfuckers don't even hold weight when it even comes to being a mother or a motherfucking father. Let me tell you something. I love my kid. I love my daughter. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it directly in front of this camera. There is no white man on earth. There is no black man on earth. There is nobody on earth that's going to stand between the love of me and my kid. And if any man or woman stands in between that, nigga, I'll shoot your ass where you stand. And I won't play anything about my kid. You know why? Because at the end of the day, you're not going to deal with my child like I am. Because guess what? A lot of these times, these people get in these blogs and they start seeing the pushing and the pulling of the children. Half of these people ain't going to do nothing but sit back and enjoy the chaos. Because you know why? Misery loves company. Oh, trust and believe. I can use myself as an example because the thing is about me. I don't hide in basements. I don't run from nobody. I don't have anything but positive things to say. But for those that understand that I've been through that situation, I've been threatened. I done did all that. I done took all that on the chin. No homo. But I'm going to tell you this, though. Ain't nobody ever touched me or even played with me. So I applaud Tracy T for being a father. I applaud him for even persevering through the things that he's been through with this particular woman. And this is a lesson in itself. Be careful who you have children by, because after the breakup, you'll really get to see who that person is. But I also want to say this. Shout out to the mothers who don't let their emotions get in the way of fatherhood. Got to give y'all some love. I got to give y'all some love because a lot of times y'all are not appreciated. And them sometimes are the ones that go through the hardships with their baby daddies. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't go unrecognized by me. And I want to say that you are very much appreciated and for all the things that you've done. I'm going to say this. There are a lot of kids that started school today. There are a lot of parents, a lot of fathers that took the time, a lot of mothers that took the time to assure. And there was a lot of good co-parenting going on. But make no mistake about it, there are a lot of people and a lot of brothers who are in these type of situations. Understand in 2025, it's a lot of times in these situations that brothers are not appreciated. And what we do is never enough. That's why you have to understand that term that I brought up. That term is very important for us men to understand. And for women who want their relationships to thrive to understand. This is what men go through on a continuous basis. When a man in his altruism is being taken advantage of. There are a lot of men that worked a 12-hour shift and bought all the extra. Soon as the store opened at 6 o'clock, he went in there, made sure that he got everything. There are women that went through the same thing. But this situation that you see at the bottom of your screen, selfless, subservient manipulation, there are a lot of men that have literally went through this process. And literally at the brink of no return, they failed. And I'm talking about to where they could never ever return because the people used them up till they had no more. And I'm saying in this situation between Tracy T and Cash Doll, pray for them. Don't have a pure hatred for them. And the reason why, because at the end of the day, if our culture is to ever push forward and our culture is to thrive like the way we say that we wanted to thrive, then we're not going to pick sides when we all can agree that the best mother and the best father creates a loving environment for that child to thrive. I don't have a dog to choose in this fight, but the only thing I choose to accept and the only thing that I choose to preach about is fatherhood and motherhood coming together for the greater good of the child. And I'm putting all these blogs on notice. All you fellas, ladies, watch the individuals that flock to these websites and these social media followings. See what they have to say. I want you to, fellas, ladies, go up under the comments. Start looking at who these people are. Recognize if you see some of the names. See if you see some of those names if they're married. See if some of those names are divorced. See if some of those names have children. 1 child, 2 children, 3, 4 different baby daddies. So you can understand why the algorithm flocks those type of people together. Because guess what? Misery, like I said, loves company. But I also want to say this. A lot of times, people can say that you always want to put your best foot forward. People can say and recognize that you're destined for greatness. But with that term at the bottom, a lot of people will distract you and keep you occupied to keep from reaching your full potential. You know why? You want to know why? It's because they know that there's greatness in you and they know that you're destined for greatness. And sometimes your success in your relationships, particularly this one of Tracy T trying to be a good father and Cash Doll kind of interrupting the flow of that. Sometimes a person's success is a reflection of their failure. That's why you got to guard your spirit. That's why you must understand that when you're dealing with certain individuals, you have to guard your spirit. And when I say you have to guard your spirit, you have to guard your spirit because you have to understand who's who in your life and who's who to create a certain level of comfort, of empowerment. Who's empowering you and who's devouring you for your energy, your expertise, your knowledge, your wisdom, your financials. A lot of people can become codependent on you receiving the negative to make themselves feel positive. See, I'm dropping bombs tonight because there ain't nobody else talking about this in the media. And guess what? I'm going to talk about it because it needs to be talked about because this is right here a learning lesson and a teaching moment for us to understand motherhood and fatherhood. And guess what? Parents, here's the kicker about that. You should have elders to be able to pull Tracy T to the side. You should have elders to pull Cash Doll to the side and to say something and to speak out, especially when it comes to 2 individuals who have children, to have that much vitriol and that much hate for each other. Understand, they laid down and created a life force together. Is there regret now? Yes, but there should never be any regret behind something that you created and you focused on because that's exactly what you wanted to do at the time. But there should not be anything personal or ego driven to destroy each side of motherhood and fatherhood. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if your parents are not right, that child is definitely not going to be right. I hope you people learn something from sticking your nose in parental business, because the first person that sticks their nose in my parental business, I'm gonna definitely boom your ass. As I look into this camera, I mean that. That goes for any and everybody. But I want to say this. Shout out to Tracy T for not crashing out. And shout out to him for understanding that there is a bigger picture. Because let me tell you something. A present father is something that is supposed to be appreciated, understood, that it is something that of good nature. And it's most of all supposed to be understood that when you have a father in the home, you definitely have protection. And that young man is trying to do what he can to keep that together, for that child to understand that father's love from the heart is a love that's unconditional. Shout out to Tracy P. I want to talk about this. This made the headlines. Men in red dresses in New Orleans causes a stir. I've heard the stories. I've heard everything. Now I want to say this, man. Look here, man. You got thousands of so-called straight dudes taking over New Orleans in dresses. Your first thought is probably, what the hell is this foolishness? My first thought, is this it? Is this the end game for manhood? And I'm going to go into details about it. And don't get it twisted. This ain't just a couple of clowns having a laugh. On the second Saturday of August, the streets of New Orleans was flooded with dudes in red dresses for this thing called the Red Dress Run, right? It brings in thousands of people, men, women, you name it, to run, stumble, and party. The only rule of the game, you got to wear a red dress. But when you see some big old dude with a beard rocking a sundress and slapping hands with his homeboys in a gown, you got to ask the bigger question. It's a question about, what if it means to be a man in this day and this age? What is it? Is that old school man, the one who was all about being tough, quiet, and would never be caught dead in a dress? Is that man officially extinct? I want to ask that question. Is this a whole circus that the last nail in the coffin? To figure this mess out, I decided to dive head first into the sea of red. No pun. Let's keep it 1,000. The whole idea of manhood is all screwed up right now. For generations, the rules were simple. A man was a provider, a protector. He was judged by his muscle and his ability to keep his damn mouth shut. Think about some cat like John Wayne, the strong, silent type who handled his business without a single complaint. That was the blueprint that they were selling everybody in Hollywood. To your family, to my family, to everybody's family. But now the whole script is being flipped. Society is out here talking about men needing empathy, emotional intelligence, all that soft stuff. All these movements for gender equality and LGBT rights blew the hole in the game open. And how is a man supposed to act? I told you, this is where we are in our society. When a time that they were trying to cancel all of the old rules, and now they're saying being emotional ain't a weakness, it's a strength. I'm gonna say this whole switch up is crazy to me. It's cats out here screaming that traditional masculinity is in crisis. That means it's dead on arrival. And when you look at something like this red dress run, you can see what they're talking about. You got thousands of men, most of them claiming to be straight, happily playing a role that goes against every old school rule. A real man wasn't supposed to wear a dress. That was female territory. So what does it mean? That the lines get blurred so bad you can't even see it no more? I'm asking, is it progress? A sign of the new kind of man who's in touch with his feelings? Or is it just the whole damn system breaking down where nothing means anything? I think the answer is somewhere in the sweat, the beer, and the so-called charity of this New Orleans spectacle. But I want you to check this out. And you tell me what y'all think. I want to get straight to this, man. This wild me out. Check this out.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included. Book now.
Now, as you see, there's a whole bunch of fighting, a whole bunch of commotion. Normally things like this that go on in New Orleans. But there was a certain story that I seen that a man went down there with his partners for the red dress run, and he sent a picture of him with his 3 homeboys in dresses. Now the female didn't know. She was thrown off by the whole situation because she didn't believe, you know what I'm saying, that he would actually go to an event like that. Much less that started making her question who he was. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and please listen. I'm gonna put the invite in there. Y'all can comment. You can say whatever you want to say. By all means, I'm more inviting. I want to know a perspective. Tell me what y'all think. Is this normal for y'all? Is this okay? Please tell me. I want the men to chime in. I want the females to chime in, because I think that this needs to be talked about. And I want to understand perspectives. Maybe I'm a dinosaur. Maybe I'm old school. I don't know. But I want to say this. And notice in this thing that they have men, you know, in the red dresses. This is what I began to explore and got a little bit deeper into it. So what is the red dress run foolishness really? On paper, they call it a charity fundraiser. It's a run cool. It's a crew by the New Orleans Hash House Harriers, a chapter some worldwide group that calls itself a drinking club with a running problem. Sounds like a damn excuse if you ask me, and I'm saying that. The deal is, if you're 21, you pay your money, you put on a red dress, and you follow a 2-mile path through a city. But calling it a run is a joke. The liquor starts flowing hours before they even pretend to start. They keep the route a secret, and the whole thing is just a bunch of stops for more drinks and nonsense. It ain't a race. It's a citywide block party celebrating pure chaos to me. And the reason why I say that is because what is his intentions? Because if you're a man, straight man, going down there, and you know that it was others down there, my question is, does that blur the lines, or is that okay? I don't want y'all to be scared, but I want y'all to come up and I want y'all to step up and say something. And I want y'all to drop a comment tonight, like and subscribe, because I asked the ladies. I want to ask the ladies something, and this is just straight up to the truth. This is for real, for real, for real. I want to ask the ladies something. Ladies, your man goes to the red dress run in New Orleans without your consent, or he does go, or let's just for the sake of argument, you don't even know he's gone down there, and he sends you a picture back of him in a red dress. Y'all tell me what y'all think of that situation, and I'm talking specifically to the ladies. If you seen your man out and about, and I'm saying he said that you didn't even know he had went, and he sends you a picture of him in a dress, what would you think? I want y'all to comment, and I want y'all to drop, and I want y'all to tell me exactly what you think. Ladies, only ladies, not to the fellas, strictly ladies. Y'all comment down below and y'all tell me what y'all think, because I think that that's doing a disservice to manhood. But y'all let me know what y'all think. But I wanted to say this about that chaos part. And here's the part that they want you to focus on, is for a good cause. The money they make from registration goes to local charities. And it's not chump change, believe you me. As you can see how many people were down there, they've raised over like millions of dollars, like about 2.5 million for dozens of outfits in New Orleans since they started this thing. In 2024 alone, they gave away 195,000 to all kinds of local groups. This whole thing didn't even start as a charity. Understand, the first one was in San Diego back in 1987. See, a lot of people, y'all don't know that. The story goes, some chick showed up to a run in a red dress as a joke, but she ran the whole damn thing, and a tradition was born. New Orleans picked it up back in 1995, turned it into the mess that it is today. But I want to show y'all something. Don't get it twisted. This ain't some progressive paradise like any giant party. But you understand it's booze, drugs, other things, binge drinking, and a whole bunch of other stuff. See, there's another level to the game. Can an event with this many dudes wear women's clothes as a costume for a day and really be about inclusivity? Some critics will tell you that this whole thing is just a gender tourism for straight men. It's a way for them to play dress up for a day, to dabble in another lifestyle without having to deal with the real smoke that transgender and genders non-conforming people face every single day. And that's where I have the bigger question about that. What is it about that that makes that so unique? And if y'all over there on TikTok, y'all come over to the YouTube page. I really want to ask that question, because to me, is that really doing a disservice to them? Because as you see, all the alcohol, all the drugs that are infused, what is going on with that situation? And if there's anybody that went, if anybody that's down there in New Orleans, I really want y'all to chime in, and I really want y'all to talk about this. Because yeah, I can give to a charity, but I'm not going to put on no dress either. I can understand it's all cool for a good cause, but I'm not finna play like that. And don't nobody ever, but not in their life, play with me like that. That's the seriousness of it. And I'm being honest and I'm being real, because there's a blurred line that gets crossed. Okay, are y'all making fun of them? Because we understand that they are a part of our society. But my question is, why are the guys going down there? Are you making fun, or are you really down there for a cause? That's my question. And I want to say this. When we look at manhood and we look at the guys that stand for manhood, that don't play, that's serious, that handle their business every day, protector, preserver, provider, all across the board, where does that leave them in society? Because those are the guys that actually get crucified and ostracized out of society like they're nothing. And the reason why I say that is because most of the time that these dudes that make logical sense, they get shunned out. They get pushed away. They get ridiculed. They also get these, oh, they must be sassy vibes. But why? When that's what we've stood on for a majority of our life. Yes, the world is changing. Yes, the world is evolving. But there are some people that stand in the position of where they stand, and they won't stand nowhere else, and you can't budge them off they pivot. But I want to know about this sundress situation. So y'all chime in, and I'm going to leave it at that. Where is manhood? Is it over there? Is it over here? Is it a blurred line, or is it not? Because last time I checked, a lot of women are saying, and they're complaining about guys not taking them serious and them being sassy and this and that. So what is the real definition of manhood? Now that question, it could be asked between the men and the women. I got to ask that question, man. So y'all tap in on that one. But I want to get into this, and this was an interesting thing that took over. Walmart overcharging customers and pays out $5.6 million. We already know that we're in an economic crunch. We already know this. And these multi-billion-dollar companies refuse to be fair. They've already made record-breaking profits through the pandemic. And yet, through the process of the pandemic, they're still trying to make more. This is what you call pure corporate greed. And I challenge anybody and everybody to do something about it. I challenge you to go forth and look at these type of situations. Why is there any price gouging when Walmart is already set records during the pandemic, making billions, if not trillions of dollars? This is what I'm talking about when you have to be educated enough to understand what you're looking at, how you're looking at things, what's of value, what's not of value. TikTok, if y'all come over here to the YouTube page, listen, I want y'all to lock in. I want y'all to come over here. Hey, drop a comment. Let me know. How many times, and I want to ask the question to y'all in the crowd, how many times have you been ripped off? How many local gas stations have price gouged when you know that that same item in a particular place may be 99 cents, but they charging $3. The convenience store. What about the grocery store? When you know that half of these items may be 99 cents, but they justify the price of it being $2.50 and $3. I ask that question because there are a lot of people that are financially struggling right now. And this, what we call is, they don't call it a recession, but there are a lot of people that are struggling paying their bills. There are a lot of people that are living check to check right now. And then when you have companies like Walmart, and there are others, they're not the only ones that have continued to do things like this and justify them. Because here's the thing, they're not paying the fine because they're sorry. They're paying the fine because they got caught. I can believe it. Because one time I went into, I'm gonna use myself as an example. I went into a Walmart. I went to go buy a vacuum that I seen obviously priced at 40, I think it was $49.99 or $47.99. But when I got to the front and then went to scan it, it went to 63, or I think 53 or 63, something like I believe it was $63. An increase in price, right? 9 times out of 10, I get to the front, I scan it. Hey, hey, this not right. I remember it being 47. Nah, I remember the lady was looking at me like, nah, it's 63. I say, nah, it's $47 because they had a whole row of them. You're not finna play with me. You're not gonna just get you a couple of extra dollars out of me because I've earned every dollar and I don't have a dollar to give away. So I tell y'all, and I'm asking y'all this question: is it right? Do you feel like it's right? But I got my man up here, none other than my guy, Tim. You already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I got to show him some love, bring him up here on the stage, man. I got to definitely give him a round of applause. I definitely got to give him a round of applause. He's getting ready to jump up here in just a second. But I asked y'all this question tonight, man. How do y'all feel about it? How do you feel about being robbed at gunpoint, knowing that you are going into these convenience stores to frequent them in a fair game and they screwing you over on the back end? You coming in with honesty on the front end, but they coming with green on the back end and they trying to rob you. Not with a gun, but at a finger point. But I got my boy Tim up here, man. We rocking and rolling, man. I'm talking about the situation, the lawsuit with Walmart. You know what I'm saying? They done lost their damn mind. They trying to overcharge, man. Give me your perspective on it. You let me know.
Hold on. Backtrack. What I done missed out on, man? Walmart after these shenanigans again, man?
Man, Walmart won't stop, man.
Oh,
Like
you
they
talking about
can't.
with the self checkout? They found out they've been overcharging people.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, man. It's one group of people's fault, man.
Come on.
Niggas. Let me tell you this, man. They been going in Walmart. They been stealing. They been getting away with murder, man. They going through the line acting like they paying all this other shit. They got Similac and water at the bottom of the basket, man. And people say, man, hey, they got to recoup all this, man. That's the only reason any of this going down, man.
But wait a minute. They already charging you to go through self-checkout. So how you gonna charge me to go through self-checkout and you go double back on the price?
And it's the tax that come with life, man. But yeah, that's why I appreciate New York so much, man. When people ask me like, man, tell me what's your favorite cities, in America, right? I go to, of course, I love Vegas, but New York. And when I tell people about New York is this.
Mm-hmm.
New York, even the homeless people, right? They trying to sell you something. Like if it's a pair of socks, whatever the case may be, like they not just panhandling and just asking for change. I hear like people just holding up a sign and asking for change. In New York, somebody gonna try to sell you something. Even if it's some bullshit, they're gonna try to sell you something. But another thing in New York, you're not gonna find Walmarts. You're not gonna find Targets. Everything is pretty much mom and pop stores. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you need to go get diapers and milk for your kids, shit like that, you going to a bodega. You going to the mom and pop stores. You know what I'm saying? I love hustling ass cities. Because hustling run through my veins. You know what I'm saying? So I love to see that type of activity take place. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna spend money, let's spend money in our own community. And the problem is that that's not what we doing. So that's why a place like Walmart and shit like that can play on your top because guess what? Where you gonna go? But in reality, let's look at it. Farmers Market, right there on Mesa Road. It's another one on Cullen. That's
Right.
black owned. We can go buy groceries there. We can buy condiments there. We can buy fruits, vegetables, drinks, all different types of things. You know what I'm saying? Grapes, apples, things that God gave us to eat for free, man. Yeah, you can go there. Amongst other, little spots, man. You know, we spend money at Fiesta and Food Town and all these places, but it is some black owned places that we need to go spend our money at. And I know people like to complain, oh, it's a little pricey when you go to these black owned spots. Tell me why you think that is. Because they can't get the same things in book like these major corporations can. But if we spend enough of our dollars within these places, guess what? These things can take place. So, uh, just like we pull back from Target, it might be time to pull back from Walmart.
First of all, I never liked Walmart.
Right.
I don't frequent Walmart. And personally could give a damn about Walmart.
Come on, man.
But I know that a lot of us frequent Walmart to buy certain things, and it's at a level of convenience. But I think it's time, like how you said, we start putting our money where our black mouth is and definitely start feeding our own with supply and demand.
Come on, man. And it's the thing. If you don't want to go into these places, it's black markets online where you can go buy a lot of stuff, man. But one thing about us, we're gonna spend money at Temu.
Come on.
We're gonna spend money at Shein. All those are China-based places. We're gonna spend money at Family Dollar, Dollar General. All these places that they put in place to make you feel like this is for you, and it's not, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, we got to get better as a whole, man. Man, check this out, man. Go on the west, go on the southwest side of Houston. Say, man, the Chinese, they got their own everything. They got their own gas stations. They got their own grocery stores. They got their own everything. Hey, man, even if you go, you ain't got to go far. Go on the east side. The Mexicans have their own grocery stores, meat markets, all that. And them people go support that.
Yeah.
What it is? La Mitchell. I don't even know how to say that shit.
La Michoacana. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
They all over. And the Mexicans go spend they Mexican dollars in there. They keep the Mexican dollar circulating amongst Mexicans.
Yeah.
White people keep their money circulating around white people, which is Sam Walton. These people, when you go to Sam's or you go to Walmart, this is the white corporation, this is a white family. Tell me, what do we have that we spending our money with? Spending our money on. People are complaining, oh man, I don't like going there. They legs 30 cents higher than they is at Walmart. No shit. We ain't got the same farmland. We ain't got the same nothing. So yeah, they gotta put a little something on top of it just to try to make things balance out. And nobody complains until it's the black man selling something. I just watched shout out Elias Barbecue, man. Smoke the finest meats, man. My boy was oxtails, man. You already know. I seen a black dude do a review. He reposted the review, but the dude was like, man, they good, but these the most expensive oxtails I ever had, right? But it's the thing. When he said the price, he was like, he paid like $119 for like some a pound of oxtails, some oxtail sausage, and some oxtail patties, right? Now check this out. A pound of oxtail, a pound of links, or however many links it was, and the meat patties, that sound like maybe 3 to 4 meals, right?
Right.
This the thing. We'll go to Vic and Anthony's, an Italian restaurant or something like that, right? You will spend $150 on a meal with between you and your lady, or $200 with the drinks, whatever the case may be, on that, and that's for one meal.
Come on.
But you won't complain about that. You talk about Steak 48. Oh man, the food was fantastic, man. Yeah, man, the bill was $248. Niggas a cap and post a receipt that they spent $200 in there. But because this black man selling you oxtails, at a premium of $119, Oh yeah, they expensive, but they good. It's like, man, it gotta always be a slight anytime a black man do something, man.
I call it the black man's asterisk. That it's always that, like you just said, that little, okay, yeah, it's but. There's always a but. There's never a go for the boom, I'm happy, I'm chill, I'm whatever. It's always a but. And it makes me sick to my stomach because we had a company, multi-million dollar, billion-dollar company, Sears and Roebuck. Roebuck was a black man. Most people don't even know that. Sears and
Right,
Roebuck. Roebuck was a black man. Then they took the Roebuck name off of it, made it Sears. And then yeah, of course, the years to come, it went belly up. But that's also due to the fact of, and I want to challenge African Americans to do this. Don't wait till it's too late to switch with the times.
right,
Start right now and get on your grind. That's what
right.
I want us to start doing. Because every major corporate entity changes its stripes every 5 to 7 years. So I think that we have to adapt with the times and understand that we have to evolve. And once we start understanding that we have to keep up, and instead of playing catch up, that's when we'll be able to evolve. Because think about this: we start all the new trends, but we don't profit from them. We start all the new eras in clothing, but we don't benefit from it. We've advertised for free, and everybody else has reaped the benefits of it. And I think that it's a point in time where we have to change that, bro. We got to.
Man. So man, check this out. I remember for a long time, you know, when we was at the old shop over there in
Mhm,
Fiesta parking lot, right?
mhm.
Um, we had a big meeting, strategy meeting on, all right, if we was gonna go up in prices, you
Right.
know, for haircuts at this time. At the time, haircuts was $12 at this time, right?
Mhm.
And we had a strategy meeting about just going up $3 to $15 because it was like, man, you know, we trying to consider like, man, you know, the demographic, you know, man, we in the hood, people on food stamps, they only getting checks on the 1st and the 15th, you know, shit like that, right?
Mhm.
And that was the general consensus that, you know, we came up with. It was like, man, we don't want to make it hard on the people, right?
Mhm.
So a few months later, it used to be a check cashing place next to the barber shop. They end up tearing down the check cashing place, and what you have now is City Gear, right?
Right.
So they end up bringing City Gear, and I remember when City Gear was first getting built, I looked at City Gear like, oh, it's gonna be like a low grade store because no way you're gonna have like J's and Nikes and shit, you know, in the middle of the hood. So I'm thinking like, oh, they gonna have like, you know, the little New Balances, Reebok, shit like that. And so when I was talking to the general manager, well, no, the co-owner, it was a white lady. And she was telling me, she was like, nah, like, we're gonna have the new releases, you know, all that shit. And I'm like, man, damn, over here. I like, in my mind, I'm like, man, you wasting your time. Like, you ain't finna make no money over here.
Thanks.
Rob every Saturday. Line wrap down the motherfucking building, man. Well, I'm like, hold on, whoa. People complain about a $3 increase. Hey, Rob, listen, right now on my phone, I got so many videos of fish fights breaking out behind Jordans. The last 10 and a half that got sold. You know, shit like this. So, hey, man, while people complain about minimal shit like, oh, man, the food, oh, man, I don't want to pay this, woo, the woo. Man, y'all standing line from Jordans like it ain't nothing, man. And I'm telling you, look, hey, man, them Jordans can drop on the 30th. On the 30th, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, them people that say, man, fuck rent. Let me get these J's, man. My kids not going to school without these J's, man. And from then on out, you know what I understood?
What's that?
The number one consumer in America,
Who is that?
the black community. So instead of going from 12 to 15, Cuss went to 25.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, man. You gotta pay to play, baby.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got to
No,
pay
no,
to
no, no.
play.
Cuss went to 25 immediately, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, you could do it. You could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do
And,
it. You could do it.
and shout out to the black man that raised his prices confidently because you are a service. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And if
yeah.
you really think about it, the $25 that's included is
Yeah.
count is I'm gonna name it because I look at see one thing about our podcast, we really dive deep into what we do as a brotherhood, right?
All right.
You're just not a barber, you a counselor, you a father, you a teacher, you a counselor. You do all of these things that is wrapped in a $25 haircut because after you chop down the Brillo on the top of this nigga head, and then you give him a great talk, he's able to face the world a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He's able
Yep.
to face the world differently, bro. So you even come out of even using your energy. That thing that I told you, you become a servant into the community, and you're putting in all this valuable information and wisdom into a child, or even an adult for that matter, and they're getting the best. They're not getting a half-ass service. They're getting a top quality haircut, a top quality talking to, and a top quality lecture for you to get off your fat ass and become a better man after you get out that check.
Indeed.
Come on, man.
Indeed. Hold on, bro. Somebody asked me for the link. Hold on. They want to join. Hold on.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Let's have this conversation. Y'all over there at TikTok, bring y'all country asses over here to the YouTube, and we definitely gonna get down with the conversation. And if you feel indifferent, man, come on. This is the place this is the place in the face to have that conversation. So don't be scared. And I'm talking to anybody that's watching on the YouTube live. Stop being scary. Come up, give your opinion. Don't be a keyboard crip, bog and blood, mouse pad mobster. Bring your ass to the front of the congregation. Bring it. Bring it. Y'all, I want to ask this question.
Hey, Rob, I just sent it to two people. I'm gonna take a restroom break. I'm gonna jump on. Hold on.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. That's Tim, you know what I'm saying? You already know what we talking about, man. Listen, we the overcharging part. And this is why you have to have what you call black globalists and black actuaries to look into these type of things when running businesses. You have to understand about scaling up. You've heard me use that term, scaling up. Anytime that you go to do business, always check your prices. Your phone needs to be in your hand, not talking through the grocery store, grabbing stuff. I'm talking about going online, checking prices. There are apps that allow you to check things on a consistent basis to make sure that you're getting the best price. But I also have somebody up here. I want her to join. I definitely want her to join. I'm gonna get ready to take this banner down. I want to bring her up, none other, and I'll give her a special round of applause. Bianca, man, welcome on. Welcome on.
The Funk Master.
Bianca, don't be afraid, man. We family around here. You know what I'm saying? You come on up here, you know what I'm saying? You speak your piece. We like to hear from y'all perspectives too. So come on, Bianca, talk to me. How
All right,
you feel about it?
tell her the topic and let's see what's going on.
Yeah, man. Walmart overcharging their customers. They are making sure that they are putting all of us Americans in a bind by being selfish and not doing the right thing by charging the right prices, Bianca. You tell me how you feel about this.
She a Target shopper. Bianca, turn your mic on. We can't hear you. Turn the microphone on.
You might be on mute.
Hold up. They just said, hold on.
Okay. Yeah, we listen. We love to hear y'all perspectives. We love to hear y'all different conversations.
All right, she's gonna rejoin.
There it is. There she is. Bianca
There.
on the check in. There she is. Let me give her some love, man. We got finally get to match her name to the face. Yeah.
All right. Now let's see what you got to say.
Okay, now what was the question?
Well, we're talking tonight. Walmart. They have been overcharging customers. They got caught in a lawsuit, 5.6 million that they have to pay out. I feel, this is me. I feel that they actually paid it out because they got caught over them actually being sorry. So you tell me what you think.
As far as like them overcharging people,
Absolutely.
I feel like they've been doing it. I feel like they should have paid out because they always harassing people at self checkout. So, you know, and it's a part of business. If they had their business together, then hey, they have insurance for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Hold on. So you saying it's right that they overcharging people?
No. It's not right that they're overcharging people. And I feel like they should have paid out because they got caught. I mean, they was gonna continue to do it, and then you never know how long they've been doing it.
Right.
So
Now, my question is this: are they going to be under the watchful eye of the government? Because for them to have them running it for this long, do you think that they're going to watch their business like they watch black businesses, or you think they're going to allow them to slip it in there one more again?
I feel like they're gonna allow them to do it again because it's Walmart. It's a large corporation. It's not a small business, and I mean Walmart is a household name. They're not gonna do nothing. And if they get caught again, they'll just pay it out. But I don't feel like they're not gonna bother them. It's Walmart.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only time I shop at Walmart, and I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. The only time I shop at Walmart is to grab me some white tees or a bullshit asshole up out of there, and that's just me being 1,000 for real. That's just what it is. I ain't gonna lie.
Walmart been having some good stuff lately, though. They trying to compete with Target, and they've been having some. I
Right.
got
The
some
Walmart
tacos out of there.
demographic and the Target demographic is two different.
Come
It's two
on,
different
man.
audiences.
It is, but they're trying to compete with their competitors.
So what you're saying is they got
Oh
some
no, but Walmart kind of standing alone as far as competition. They bigger than Target.
yeah.
Yeah, but Target has a better selection when it comes to like clothing and stuff like that back in the day. But now Walmart has like stepped their game up. It's almost like Coach. Coach, they've been coming with the designs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
that's true.
they've been in the lab.
When I think of Walmart, I look at the customer service. To me, it's just a little bit different at Target than it is at Walmart. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to you finding something, I feel like there's a little bit more of enthusiasm on a Target employee. You know what I'm saying? Than it is on a Walmart employee.
I look at Walmart and Target like Chick-fil-A and McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you also have TikTok where everybody's making certain things from Walmart go viral, like those tennis shoes that everybody
Oh
has.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The knockoff Asics.
Yeah, so nobody's scared.
Hold on.
Yeah, Rob, you have some technical difference.
Yeah. Try to set your thing, Bianca. Or is that me? Speak, Bianca. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, I can
It
hear
sounds like
you.
that when you talk.
They might be trying to scramble my line because I didn't say something about
Yeah,
Walmart.
Rob, you kind of blurring out.
What?
Somebody got that Xfinity, man. It ain't going right.
Oh man, come on, man. Let me do this. Can you see me
There
now?
you go. There you go. Oh, it's tripping again.
You know what, man? Y'all leave my channel alone, man. All we doing is just bringing truth to the forefront, and y'all fucking with my channel, man. Leave my channel alone. Damn, man. Let me do this. Let me try this real quick.
It's a trigger word with Walmart.
Man, look here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's still doing that though.
Man, come on, man. I can fix this real quick. That was she went offline.
Let me tell you back on.
Yeah. Man, listen, this is a great conversation. See what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, every time I told you when I start getting in their asses, you know what I'm saying? No homo. It always something, man. And every time we start really rocking and rolling, man, they always do this. So that must mean that I'm doing something right. So guess what? Since y'all want to scramble my shit, guess what? I'm gonna get on Instagram and I'm gonna ride y'all asses. You know what I'm saying? After we get off this live. We don't back down for nothing over here. We ain't
Did it let her
studying about
rejoin?
sponsorship. She should be able to. She should be able to come on with no problem. When she comes back up, I'm gonna leave it. There she is.
Oh, that.
And it's scrambling her thing
Yeah,
again.
it must be something with her Wi-Fi then.
Yeah.
It
Your
must be something with your
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Or turn your volume down. That's probably what it is.
It might be the Wi-Fi. You might need to join Wi-Fi.
You not on Wi-Fi?
I'm saying you might need to join it
Try it.
so it can be smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, because she paused just like that. She's paused.
Yeah, that's her
Yeah.
phone provider.
Yeah. But back to what I was saying about that whole situation with Walmart, man. Listen to me. I challenge everybody out there. Make sure you checking your prices. Instead of you, like I said earlier, instead of you walking through the goddamn aisles with your phone talking to Bonquisha and the rest of them goofballs, start making sure that you start checking your pricing. Start compare pricing so that you're getting the most value out of your dollar.
Right.
That should be the key thing. All that playing and goofing around and they sliding 6s and 7s and 8s out your dollar. If they were doing this on a daily basis and they're only paying out 5.6 million, imagine what they've already stole from the consumer years ago.
Yeah. Let me see what's going on.
Yeah. So y'all watch yourself. Listen to me. I want y'all to watch yourselves. Don't be afraid. Listen to me. Don't be afraid to speak up and say something for your money. But I want to say this too. And I want to get into this. This is another one, man, that is going on right now that I think that needs to be talked about. You heard us talk about it the other day with Anthony Edwards' situation. Listen to me. Anthony Edwards feels Ayesha Howard is hunting. She is hunting him down for his money. She is at a nonstop pace trying to break this man's wallet. But I want to ask y'all this question. Anthony Edwards bust down Ayesha Howard, allegedly demanded 500,000 in a public apology from the NBA star in their court battle. Why is this an issue and why is it not over already? Tim, speak on this because I got something to say about
I'm
this.
trying to figure out why is even a court battle if everything been resolved. See, one thing about it, they gonna always leave some wiggle room for a woman. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's been agreed on, it's been settled, it's done. What are we talking about right now? Like, if anything, you shouldn't even be able to even speak on my name right quick. If I'm him, I'm sending a cease and desist.
Come on.
I'm putting a gag order. And we finna shut this down all the way altogether.
Come on, man.
Now look, Bianca. Now look, Bianca, you do know about the situation with Anthony Edwards and his baby mama, right?
The child support.
Yes.
What you feel about this? Well, her trying to get more money.
How much is she getting?
He paid her 1.8 million, and that's gonna clear the 18 years.
And she's trying to get more.
Right, because he's saying he don't want nothing to do with the baby. So look, take the money, go on, we done. I don't want no rights, none of that. Now she feeling played. She trying to get him to do a public apology, give her 500,000 and then 50,000 for the remainder of their child life. How you feel about this?
But she said, and he said that that wasn't true
What?
about the $1 million.
No, I got handled in court.
I mean, I feel like that's more than enough. It's more than what you had. And that's more than enough to take care of a child. Because her asking for more money, it just seems like it was about the money, especially with her being older than him. It just gives that she saw an opportunity and she went for it, and you know. So I feel like it's about the money. I feel like she wrong. I feel like he gave her more than enough because I mean, $1 million some dollars, you can get your child. You can have a roof over your head for a paid for home, um, college funds set to the side, and still have money left over. And
And
then
they,
she has a child for little baby,
right.
so you taking care of, and that's on that end too.
Man, he gave her 1.8 for a child he didn't even want.
Yeah, she being greedy. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you got some people like that don't believe in abortions and stuff like that. But I'm almost positive, especially with her being the age that she is, and then her son being the age that he is. She knew how not to get pregnant. I feel like she seen that it was a money grab, and she went for it.
Go ahead,
I
Rob.
I got something to say about this, and most people might not agree, but I'm gonna say it, and this may be controversial. We have a lot of people, we have a lot of men that are, I'm gonna say, stand-in fathers. Some men that don't even know that the children aren't even theirs. Now, everybody's looking at Anthony Edwards as he's wrong. He's wrong for not wanting to be in that child's life. But she was never supposed to have the baby. But I found out a fair barter system that may work. Now, if you want him to accept that baby, then for every man that finds out the children are not his and you want them to accept, there has to be a man that's not being able to want to accept a child that he doesn't want. I feel like that barter system would work. For every man that does not want the child, there should be a man to break even to take care of a child that he might not even think is his, or finds out that it's not his and he still takes care of him. What do
Right.
anybody else say about that? Because I feel like we're at the point now in our society to where they just want us to just bear the brunt of everybody else's mistakes. Our mistakes are the major ones, their mistakes are the little ones. Nah, fuck that. Nah, start making it even across the board. So, you know what I'm saying? This girl got money. She already got 100K long before that she ever touched the 1.8. So, god damn. And like you said, I put a cease and desist. That is one of them. I'd also put a gag order. And if you say anything about me, I'm going to sue you to where I can recover that money back. Shout out to the players that's out there that ain't going to let a stain get on their name, man. Shout out to them, for real. It's just too
You
much.
know, enough is enough, man. Enough is enough, and it's time for a change, man. That's all
Man,
I'm saying, man.
Man, look, we got this one real quick, man. Listen, men surpass women in religious belief, and why? There are some reasons that may shock you that you'll hear tonight. Now, I want to be the first one to say about this. What I said the other night about church, of where the men don't dwell, they're not necessarily dwelling in the church, but they have a religious belief, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they know that when they go in that church, the scripture that's being led is to empower women and not the men. If you notice, and you have to be very careful when you choosing a church home, you have to look at who they adhere to, because we know that most of the people that are coming in these churches are single parent homes. Let's be honest. A lot of the basketball courts is that all that for the youth. Yes, you may have some families there, but mostly in church. And I'm going to bring the statistics next week, because I'm going to go to some of these churches and I'm going to ask these pastors how many families, how many single mothers in there, how many
Right.
fathers are participants in the church.
Right.
I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty, because there ain't
Well,
nobody
hey, look,
that's
look, look, look,
come
look.
on, man.
Not listen. Not how many fathers are involved, because you know a lot of these fathers stay home and just let them go off church.
Yeah.
How many fathers are
Mhm.
active participants inside of the church?
Come on.
Because see, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm gonna tell you. When you go to these churches, they'll give you a list of jobs you can take on, right? Like if you want to be a part of the ministry. Majority of these jobs are women based. The ushers, the prayer team, um, the choir. It's certain things that are more gravitated towards women and children. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And That's what goes on a lot, man. And you will actually go to some of these churches and they'll preach against these women getting married. They'll say, oh, you got to be equally yoked. You got to. They'll throw different. It's something you taught me years ago. Divisive language. It's things they'll say to put out there to make it be a divide. Like, oh, no, I can't because he's not like my pastor. The whole why this pastor got a wife. They cleaving to each other, but he's swaying you to just stay faithful. You know what? Make the church your husband. In the meantime, and she'll get so wrapped up into that the way you'll look up to Shirley, been in the church 40 years, ain't had a date, ain't had a man in 40 years. Go ahead.
And it's funny you say that because as you start diving into the details of why the church has changed, the leadership has literally changed because anything that's in the Bible, you're not supposed to compromise the word of God. Ever. It is never to be manipulated, added, or taken away from. The word is the word. So as me being a follower, and also a studier and researcher of the word, I can literally sit there and feel the presence of the spirit being there, not being there. And if you look at in 2025, God is on the back burner than he is on the forefront. Because guess where people go now? They don't go to church. They go to therapy. And guess what? The same place like the church, it matches the therapist. So guess what? You don't know how to differentiate between the two because the first step to spirituality is about being uncomfortable. These people aren't comfortable. Their counselors are their friends. Their pastors are their friends. So guess what? You have a certain thing that's going on right now in the church. More women are single today now ever than before. And many of them feel discouraged by the dating pool, even at church. Let's even get down to deeper in that. A troubling number of Christian ministry leaders have publicly, egregiously fallen to sexual sin. Because we
Yep.
don't understand that the ones that's in the front row is fucking the pastor.
And there it is. Rob, it's just like that. Man, it's exactly like that. It's all the way like that.
Come
You know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying? Look, when he buys his wife a house, he buy her an apartment. When he buy her a purse, he buy her a wallet. He take her to each state, her kids get Chick-fil-A door there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold on,
that's
let me add one. When the wife get Gucci, the side one gets Coach.
indeed.
Come
And
on.
and these are the things that's taking place. And they're spiritually grooming these women to be subservient to them. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Absolutely.
she bringing this water on stage. She doing this. So you just look at it like, oh, she just dedicated to her pastor. It's nothing she won't do. Hey, man, look, a couple years ago, 2 words, the holy milk. Anybody know about that story?
Hey, man, let me tell you something. The only thing that I can say to that situation, man.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hey, man, come on. Come
but
on.
but 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 do you see like a woman battle you, right? They just say your woman, right? Your woman. Because you can look and say, all right, man, her church kind of corrupt. I ain't going there. But she been there for so many years. She locked in. She don't want to leave. All right, cool. You let her go. She'll battle you tooth and nail. But everything he say, a word is bond. It's
Yeah.
like they put these pastors on pedestals, man. I've seen it firsthand. For real. I got customers that's pastors, homeboys that's pastors. And I'm not blasting nobody. I'm just saying I know a lot of
Yeah.
things they can do, and they tell me things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it's no limits. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man.
Yeah.
It's no limits. It's no limits, man. Just like they stood in line for that holy milk.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, it's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. It's some things unseen, man. And you know, it's unfortunate, man. You know, every week I catch myself saying that about things. It's like, damn, man, this really unfortunate. But it's like it's really nothing new. I've seen in earlier times women who dedicate themselves to the church, right? They'll have a husband that you can't make him come to church. He go to work all week. It's come Sunday, man. It's his day to rest. He ain't coming to church. You know what I'm saying? That man work himself to death, end up dying. She married one of the deacons in the church.
Oh man, come on, man.
But understand that deacon always gonna rhyme, man.
Yeah, even peeping game. He was waiting for the perfect timing. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
we,
saying?
we look at these people in suits and all that, and we just automatically feel like, oh, it's nah, they we feel like old people just innocent, right? Like, what I'm saying, with certain stuff happening to Mrs. Jenkins, we don't know Mrs. Jenkins used to set people up back in the 80s to get robbed. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that she was on the cut selling pussy. All we see is, oh man, come on, man, it's an old lady. Hey, man. Hey, we don't know that she'll raise that dress up, raise that slip up, roll them stockings down, and let Pastor get a quick hit. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
and to piggyback off what you said, they say, "Oh, Miss Sister Johnson would never." Let me tell you something. Sister Johnson is one of the most messiest people in the church. She was messy in the neighborhood, and she damn sure messy in the congregation, man.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on, man. And I understand they want to go check and hit that reset button. I get it. Trust me, because you're supposed to be a new creature.
Come on.
But I'm gonna tell you, in a lot of these situations, they the same way they kept shit up in the streets.
Yeah.
It's the same way they keeping shit up in the church house, man. They keeping it a mess, and she get the hide behind being mother.
Yeah, come
Mother
on,
this,
man.
mother that. But if you really get to the nitty gritty and you able to get on that phone, oh, you'll find out some shit.
Man, and guess what? And they even use the truth as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? If you get to getting too high and mighty in the church, a lot of them will pull your strings to say, "Hey, whoa, hold up, yeah." Before you get that position that I really been
Yeah.
yearning for, yeah, you gonna sit
Yeah.
your ass down and be still, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh. And let me tell you something, and this is for the record, and I want y'all to understand. I was raised in the church. I played drums in the church.
Me
So I was
too.
very observant of what's going on in the church. You know what I'm saying? Those first 3 and 4 rows, you know what I'm saying, is guess what? Are gonna be the pastor's chosen hoes. Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
Hey man, what your boy JQ says? It's a whole lot of sham going on, man. Say, man.
Bro.
Nah, but that's real. Like, I was at a church when I was younger, and I remember just being a kid. I remember a lady, it was time to do testimonies, and a lady got up, she was finna expose, what her and the pastor had going on. And I remember the pastor was like, cut her mic out, put her mic out. Everybody jumped up, like, nah, let her speak, let her say what she gotta say. All I heard somebody say, get the kids out. Get the kids out. They made us all get out. And I remember, it was a big confession. I remember being in the car with my mom and my sisters, right? On the way home. And I'm ear hushing. I'm hearing, the stuff they didn't say and whoop, whoop. And I was like, man, in the church. And it's crazy because it's certain places we put on pedestals. Church, White House, the schools.
Yeah.
But like, man, that's where majority of the nonsense take place, man.
Come
You know what
on.
I'm saying? It'll really break your heart to find out that what the deacon really doing, and you know what I'm saying? It's old tricks in the church. Them niggas-
We look like we got somebody else ready to join the congregation, man. Listen, man, we got
Look at
Eli up
that.
in the building, man. You gonna give
Eli.
you some love,
I can't
baby.
hear him.
Eli.
I'll turn the
Eli,
speaker.
hold on. You gotta turn your speaker on. Hold on. Let me see if you unmuted. You're not muted. You on here. You up here.
I can't hear nothing.
You can't
Well,
hear us, Eli?
you gotta look at the instructions and be able to put yourself on the audio. You'll be able to hit yourself. You don't have your camera on, but I can hear you though.
Man.
We're gonna have to bring him up. We're gonna have to bring him up. He's gonna probably come out and come back in. You know, one thing that I learned about church is the good. Everywhere you go, you're gonna learn the good, the
Hold on, he
bad,
just texted me
and the
right now. Let me
ugly.
see what's going on. Hold on.
Okay, I got you. one thing I know for certain, two things for sure, is we do learn these things in church, and I can tell you from firsthand experience. If anybody that's of the church and power, let me give you an example. If
Nah,
you're
this something to do. Yo.
if you're the drummer, or if you're the keyboard guy or whatever, you playing the guitar, you're a deacon. Anytime that you're professed to be a man of power next to the pastor, you have action in a church house. Believe you me, you have action at a church house. And I want to talk about this one particular thing, man. And y'all gonna laugh about it. Is one thing that I learned is about the spiritual hoe. Okay, let me give you an example of what the spiritual hoe is. This is when you a man that knows the scripture and knows the word, and you adhere to the word throughout your life. But then you got some women in there that love a man that knows the word of God, man. And when I say no, that loves that man that knows the word of God, she loves to get naked. It just fills her up with this type of spirit to want her to get to you know what I'm saying, to get loose. You know what I'm saying? When you start quoting those scriptures, she just start feeling something freaky in her. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know,
Oh.
it's a rubbing of the hands. You know
Nigga,
what I'm
nigga, let it
you
know.
feel me? And I'm being honest. See, that Martin was a parody to what goes on in the church, but it's
Oh
the
yeah.
reality of what's
Oh, that's
been
not no
going on
joke.
in the
Oh,
church.
that's
This is
not no joke,
for
dog.
real, bro. This is for real. Let me tell you something. Miss Earlene and Miss Beverly, if you know them scriptures from Ezekiel all the way to John, guess what? She ain't gonna leave them panties on.
It's gonna require a little land on the
Man.
edge. Ah.
Look.
What if I say I'm gonna send you a long distance?
It was so crazy about it. And listen, what's so crazy about it is this, that they'll do it with confidence, and then next thing you know, they'll get so comfortable to trying to hold your hand in the middle of church. Trust me, bro. Man, let me tell you something. They have no shame. Remember, I told you the concept of shame has been removed from society. So it's only right that it's gonna
Oh yeah.
transfer and put
Nah,
itself down
nah,
in the
hey,
church.
man,
Man, come on.
Rob, you spot on, man. Me and Big Bo was talking
Come
about
on.
that. We said, dog, like, this is the most shameless society, dog. Like, nobody's embarrassed about nothing. It's no shame at all. Dog. I think I sent you something on IG last night of a girl. She on Instagram, she got her 6 kids. She called the people like, y'all gonna come on, go get these kids. Like, I'm like, I'm like, man, what? Like,
Bro. Bro.
say, man, hey, listen. It's no shame because people know that no matter how embarrassed I am today, tomorrow somebody gonna do something 10 times dumber, and they gonna forget about what I done did, man.
Let me tell you something. When I seen that woman prove to the world and wiped her ass on camera and it was a
Oh,
stain.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, Rob.
Yo,
That's what's
yo,
going on, man.
yo.
That's what's going on, man. Yeah, that's what's going on, man. Right there. Yeah,
Oh man, I was completely done. I was like, why? Why? There is nothing left to shame less.
The woman took a poop on the plane. Hey, look, the woman took a poop on the shit of somebody's car on the
Oh.
hood, and then somebody took a shit in the middle of the bed. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Shout out to Amber Rose, man, for real. Shout out to Amber Rose, whatever her name was. Oh my goodness, not Amber Rose. Whatever her name was, the poor child. She she's the reason that we don't have Captain Black anymore, man. She's the reason that he got fired, and that man didn't
Johnny
even do
Depp.
nothing. Johnny Depp,
Yeah,
man,
that's
his
cold,
wife, man,
man.
boy,
That's
that
cold,
you got rid
dog.
of Captain Black. Shout out to Captain Black, Johnny Depp. We with you, bro. We with you. Listen to me. Listen, man. We stand behind you 164%, brother. We knew that you was innocent, especially when she was weird because she was dressing up like him at the court. I felt like that ain't that intimidation. Ain't that a certain
But you
bro?
know,
It's
you know, it'd only been intimidating if it was him doing it to her, man.
it's
You know, the same rules don't apply.
I'm gonna ask these pastors. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna wear these Ray-Bans and I'm gonna ask these pastors some real live questions. How much ass gets thrown at you? I'm gonna get real. And if he lies and says it doesn't, man, I'm walking right up out of there, bro. I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna ask these pastors how much ass have been attempted at you, and how much ass have you, you know what I'm saying, have you mowed down in this church, man?
Hey,
Because
look, Ron, you gotta know.
yeah,
Look, when she come with you and say, "Hey, man, she $300 short on her rent. Her kids finna get evicted." Come on, man, stop
meet
it.
look,
Come on, man, stop it.
meet me in my chambers.
Stop, stop it, man. Stop it. I don't want to hear it, man. You feel me? I don't want to hear it. I know what time it is, man.
Man, I there's so much non-shame in this world. I wouldn't be surprised if a chick got busted up in the congregation hall, man. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be 1,000,
Hey,
bro.
man, look, that day they started to get the kids out the church.
Yeah.
All that came with the pastor was popping in the pulpit, everything, like on the prayer steps,
Whoa.
the whole
Hey, yo, what
nine.
the fuck?
Yeah, nah. It got real graphic. See, at that time I played like I didn't understand what was going on, but I'm listening. Man, I'm hearing it all. And it was like, man, like one thing about it, man, when they say about power, corrupt, absolute, the whole however you say it, man.
Yeah.
One thing about it, when you got that kind of power in your hands,
Yeah.
and you gotta know, anytime you're a pastor, and I'm not saying all pastors,
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm saying a lot of pastors though,
Yeah.
that you're a symbol of hope. You're a symbol of excellence. You're a symbol of what they aspire to be. So when you hold that seat, it comes at you easy because it's a lot of women that's looking at the first lady saying like, man, I could do more than her. Like, yeah, I know they look happy, but I could do more. He really needs a woman like me on his own. If I was the first lady, I'd be doing this. You see how she don't even, this is like it's a lot of jealousy and shit coming through the church. And you know why? Because if you look through the crowd, it's more women than anything. It's women and children.
Yeah.
The men are not there because you know what? A lot of times the men are going to see through what's going on. And
Come
what's
on.
going to happen is she's going to catch herself going against her man for the pastor.
That's what we call pulpit pimping at its finest. Because, like I told you, they don't know how to differentiate between the therapist and even the pastor. Because that's what the relation in modern day society in 2025 is. If it feels good, then it must be right, as opposed to, oh, I don't feel good about that. See, the thing is, anytime that you do something that's tried, tested, and true, if it does not feel right, then the concept of shame must be directly in you. If I
Right.
do something to somebody, remember I said this on a show long time ago. The thing is, you got people out here that continuously mess up, do people dirty, and think that they can go straight to God when you're supposed to go to the person that you did
And fix
dirty
that.
first. Come
Right.
on, bro.
And,
Come
and
on.
see, like, and that's the thing. A lot of people leave church feeling good. Sometimes you need to leave feeling scarred up.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, I got some work I need to go do. I need to go fix something. And it's something my partner Yancey used to say. Yancey say,
Mhm.
they call it the pulpit because they pull the people straight to the pits of hell. Right.
Yeah.
So like at some point, when do you try to rectify these situations? When do you go to these people that you offended? You see what I'm saying? Because of course we know the forgiveness side, but a
Yeah.
lot of people just feel like in their mind, like, okay, well, it's over. I'm gonna we just gonna forgive each other. No, you actually have to ask for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a thought in your mind, like, oh, well, we just gonna get past that. No, like, see, what people like to do is people like to offend you and then they like to try to do actions behind that to, to dissipate whatever took place versus actually saying, hey, look, Rob, look, I'm sorry, man, I offended you, brother. Hey, man, what we could do to move forward from this. And the thing is, it probably won't even cost nothing. You be like, man, you know what, big dog, it's good. Hey, man, I appreciate you acknowledging what you did versus somebody saying, all right, man, Rob, man, let me go over here to Foot Locker to get two pair of shoes. I can send you over the shoes, but hey, man, the elephant's still in the room. This hasn't been addressed.
And
People
just
have a real problem with apologizing, and that's crazy.
and how the hell can you dwell in a church knowing that you have to be accountable and you have to atone for your goddamn sins, and you come out into the real world and you come out here pretending like all is good, knowing that you done fucked over and you done people dirty, bro. I'm sick of this shit. There's no way you can go to church day in and day out and look at me in my eyes knowing that you done did some hoe ass shit, and then you don't even acknowledge that, bro. I got a real problem with that church, because now I need to holler at your pastor.
Right.
Because I'm gonna say, hey, this motherfucker right here, man, this motherfucker's fucked up. What you teaching in this bitch?
Yeah.
Because obviously it's not getting to the heart and the spirit of a person.
And,
That's
and,
why men don't dwell there, because it take men like us to say, hey man, we shutting that shit down. That's some bullshit you learning out there. Because obviously you're
man,
not
look,
getting it, motherfucker.
I stand right on the sidewalk with my boys with the fringes on, man.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
The Hebrew Israelites, man, they out there talking, and they talking it real, man.
Come
You know
on,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Like all this pacification, man. When the last time you done heard a pastor preach against homosexuality? When the last time you done heard a pastor preach against being a whoremonger and things of that nature? Yeah, like, man, they not talking against them. Man. All they gonna talk about is pay your tithes, you gonna get blessed 100-fold, all that type of stuff, man. But they not teaching against thievery. They
Man,
not
come on.
teaching against like even just the basic 10 commandments. You know what I'm saying? That ain't getting talked about. It's like, man, nothing is off limits, dog. Like nothing at all. And that's what the newfound churches, man.
And I gotta say this, man. And guess what? I don't care if anybody feels some type of way about what I'm finna say. Even church has the convenience of being online, so now people can search for the scripture and the things that make them feel good instead of changing them for the better.
Right.
Nah,
Like, man, we ain't got them old grannies no more, man. See, sometimes look, a lot of times boys didn't want to go in there. Like if you got the touch, somebody touch side, man. Hey, grandma want to holler at you. A lot of times, boy, you didn't know what was finna get said.
come on, man.
It wasn't all about giving you a piece of candy and saying, "Hey, baby, Granny, love you." Granny gonna tell you, "Hey, look here. I don't like what you're doing over there. Whatever you do, hey, yeah, I know what you got going on. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, where them elders at? They done died out the church, man. Like the mothers of the church really used to uphold that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's more so everybody want to be politically correct. They don't want to offend. And on top of that, I feel like this younger generation don't even have the ability to even soak in what's getting said. So
Nah.
if somebody did tell you, hey, look, hey, you coming to church with these little dresses on, certain things inappropriate. You shouldn't. They're gonna say, hey, man, she hating on my body. This is my body. I can wear what I want to wear. I can wear a push skirt. Like, oh, hey, look what you wearing. It's a distraction. All she gonna say is, oh, well, you ain't say nothing when so and so had this on. You don't have the willingness to even listen to understand what's going on. See, they got this viral teacher going on. This teacher, she a full figure woman to the
Yeah.
highest degree. You know what I'm saying? To the highest degree. But for it to be going viral, evidently you gotta know you're a distraction. Otherwise, this wouldn't be a topic. And yes, it is certain women, black women, that have thicker legs, thicker thighs. They can wear the same shorts that a white girl who's not fully figured, they can have the same exact shorts on. One does look more sexualized than the other. And I know we can say, oh, it's the same, it's the same, it's the same. Man, you gotta have some common sense to know, man. It's not the same.
Come on.
It's not the same. Same brand, same quality of shorts, but you still know that a skinny guy in a muscle shirt versus a guy who actually has muscles in a muscle shirt, it's two different things.
Man, come on, man. Come on. And that's where I say there is no line in our society to where we say, you know what? No, this is not okay. The lines have been blurred so much to the point of even when they're in their wrong, they coddle them in their wrongness instead of correcting, doing a course correction. What even happened to that word? Course correction. Oh, You know what I'm saying? Just like you pull me to the side. Hey, Rob, let me talk to you. Boom. Hey, man, you know, woo, 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 woo. And guess what? There may be an unfamiliar feeling. You know that pit of shame that's in my stomach. Oh, my bad, bro. Oh, let me make that
I
correct.
ain't look at it like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That right there plays an intricate part in my growth and development and even in my spirituality. You know what I'm saying? We live in a society now. You go to a club, you know, you cool, calm, and collected. She screamed, and it's actually happened to some niggas that I know in the club. You know what I'm saying? Hey, real cool guy. Don't bother nobody. Don't crazy. Hey man, speaking respectfully, she drunk, she screaming, yelling, oh, they're pointing at my nigga and what have you. And guess what the bouncer wanted to do? The bouncer wanted to grab us. I said, nigga, don't grab me. Grab them niggas. We the niggas in here
Yeah.
with the most money. Get this goofy ass girl out of our section, man. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? We
Hey,
finna get ready to pound out fucking security in there.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We finna beat their ass down. We finna boom them niggas in there. I don't
Hey,
play like that, bro. Get this bitch up out of here, man. What's
hey,
wrong with
man.
y'all?
Sometimes it's okay to tell people it's not gonna be okay
Yeah,
until you see what I'm saying. See, people that just come to your rescue and say, "Oh man, it's gonna be okay." No, 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 no. It's not gonna be okay until you go fix the situation. Raw. I had a flat tire tonight. Somebody could have said, "Oh man, it's gonna be okay." Like I'm gonna just wake up and the tire just all of a sudden gonna be fully inflated. No, look, it's not gonna be okay. But if you go over here and go take care of this, go find your 24-hour tire shop. Shout out to them over there on Holly Hall and 16. But look, if you could go find your spot, then hey, everything cool. You get what I'm saying? That's the problem. People are just telling people, "Oh man, you're gonna be all right," but they not offering solutions.
yeah.
See, you're not telling her, "Hey man," I know you just telling her, "Hey, nah, baby, you'll eventually get a husband." But versus them old heads would have said, "Hey, baby, look. I understand you like to look sexy. Dial it back a little bit. Get a man something to imagine. You know, make him, you know, and something to shake for you."
Man,
But
these hoes got on wrestling suits with every curve.
oh
They want
dog,
to be naked, man. These hoes want to
I can. Hey, Raw, they want to be Eve so bad before she ate the fruit, man. Say, man.
I ain't never seen, bro. We gotta be in the last times, bro. Cause
Yeah.
it's just common sense ain't common.
Hey, man,
It's,
my partner
it's
told me
nah,
last night.
bro.
Last night he took girl to Dave and Buster's. Big boy he took girl to Dave and Buster's, right?
Yeah.
He told her, "Hey, man, let's go get a room." She said, "Man, I don't feel like getting out the car." She wanted it right there in the car.
Hey.
Right.
Man, there's some girls out here. Listen, this was back in the 2000s. Listen, this is all good playful banter. Listen, this is a true story right here, man, to God. No cap. I was talking to this chick or whatever on the east side. Matter of fact, over there for Uvalde. And we was talking and she was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do what we do, whatever. She said, first of all, I don't do nothing with nobody unless they buy me something to eat. And you know what I told her? Let's get you 2
Yeah,
tacos.
right now.
Hey,
Hey, no lettuce so they
hey,
can drop them fresh. Right now.
hey, quick, fast, in a hurry. And she ate them tacos too. And she
Hey,
did what she was supposed to do. Shout out to her,
hey,
man.
hey,
It's still a woman.
shout out to something I just learned this week, man. If you go to Jack in the Box, this is
Ah.
good. If you go to Jack in the Box,
Mhm.
tell them get you 2 tacos.
Mhm.
Tell them add onions for their deep fry. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man.
Hey,
Hey, tell them add onions for they drop. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Hey,
uh,
just find out.
hey, man. Shout out to Tim with the secret recipes and the
Oh yeah.
secret menu. You feel me? So, yo, you know, I can sit back and I like to tell the stories because most people say, man, they don't know me as a person. They always hear me quote unquote preaching. But no, I used to be a heathen at one time. I used to be a disgusting scumbag. Let me tell you something. I was a scumbag. You know what I'm saying? And I've been also called an intelligent scumbag. Yes, me, yes. But however, I learned from my ways and I changed, and I share these stories with you so that you don't get caught up in the nonsense. You don't get caught up in the bullshit, because that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I can say, yeah, I done fucked over some good women. But how many women are gonna say I fucked over a good man? You get what I'm saying? Once we start to be able to live in our truth, then we'll be able to progress. But until then, we're going to stay stagnated in our growth and development, because we're not even allowing the truth to even be resonated or even heard on our behalves. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have that, you're going to be delusional all across the board. You know what I'm saying? And even you as a barber, when you're sitting there telling those young men, hey man, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever looked at it like this? There's a little bit of hope that you see in them, because they'll pause. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They'll be like, damn. They'll look in the sky. They might grab their chin. Hey, man, I didn't really think about it. Then you like, okay, I might be getting through to them. That right there is what's needed within the culture now, especially our young girls. Because as we can see, the HIV rate, the STI rate is at an all-time high. So who's listening to anybody at this point?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm
But
about
I
to get
got
here to shut it down, but
yeah.
before I go, man, happy B-Day, man. It's officially your B-Day.
Man, come
Shout out,
on,
bro,
man.
man.
It's my B-Day. Listen, if you want,
I'm gonna have to drop you a reel in the morning, man.
man, drop me a reel in the morning, man. Listen to me,
Yeah.
man. If y'all go to church, if y'all give to a bullshit pulpit pastor, you can give to me, man. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, everybody, man. If you want to donate, don't hate. Donate, don't hate. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop my cash app tomorrow, man. If y'all want to drop something, man, hey, it's always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying, Tim? Good looking out on the ones and twos, man. You already know who it is. Let them know how to get into contact with you, baby.
Timbo the Great at Timbo Chops.
Come on, man. You see it at the bottom of
Man, we
the
get to
screen.
the lot, baby.
Yes,
It
sir.
don't stop. Let's get it.
Man, my boy.
Matt.
Man, listen. I had Timbo on the check-in, man. Listen. I like having these conversations. And I'll be trying to bring some good laughter, some good banter to it, because we don't have a platform that just gives different perspectives like that. You already know, we here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and impromptu on some occasions, but nonetheless, man, it's been a great vibe tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's officially my birthday. I turned 21 years old today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to be in the land of the living. I want to send a special shout out again tonight. Tao Tequila, man, they did their thing. Man, listen, if you ever get a chance, man, stop by a store, grab it. I have the anejo right here. You know what I'm saying? Very delicious, very nutritious. You know what I'm saying? And chock full of goodness too as well. So I have to give them some love. Man, listen, the tequila tasting was magnificent. If y'all ever want to go to any of the events that we go to and you want to pull up, man, DM me. I promise you, I'm going to send you the link. And all you got to do is pull up and show. Simple. You know what I'm saying? I also want to say this too. I want to pay a couple bills, send some love. I want to send a special shout out to Zone and Lifestyle. Zone and Lifestyle, you already know who it is. Zoneandlifestyle.com. At checkout, enter ZLFS. That's Zone and Life, free shipping, and get the shipping on us. I'm telling you, these exclusive pieces are amazing. We got the Carmelo, we got the Allen Iverson, we got the Kevin Durant. All of these exclusive pieces you see at the bottom of the screen there, man. Y'all tap in. Y'all come chop it up, man, because listen, we're going to give you the best deals. Also, I want you to check out this spot too. Ed Hennings, listen, if you're in the blue collar world, man, listen, we're offering you a 20% discount at edhenningsco.com, the proud official boot of the Let's Yap About It podcast, and longshoresmen and women everywhere across the South, East, North, West. Listen, y'all go over there, grab you some safety boots. Listen, they're the most comfortable on the market right now. The future of safety boot. Shout out to Ed Hennings. Definitely got to give him some love tonight too. Oh, Oh yeah, oh yeah. I also want to send a special shout out to the Great 88 Movers. There is no job too big or too small. The Great 88 Movers do it all. Listen, call them, get a quote. I don't care whether you're residential, presidential, business, or whatever. They gonna definitely take care of you. Listen, mention Pod God, and they gonna definitely take care of you over there. Shout out to the Great 88 Movers. And also, Baytown Thai Kitchen. Listen, if y'all want to take a chance, look, 3.9 on the rating. They almost got a perfect score. Baytown Thai Kitchen, 5623 Garth Road, Suite 130, Baytown, 77521. Mention me, Pod God, and you're going to get your 10% off your purchase. Man, the food is amazing over there. Try the pineapple fried rice, the curry, the yellow curry, man, the lao mein, the shrimp, man, everything is good over there. So y'all go check them out. And last but not least, pandemoniumclothingclub.com. That's pandemoniumclothingclub.com. Listen to me. Grab 10% off checkout when you enter podcast. Let them know that you were sent by me. Listen, Pandemonium Clothing has been featured on Queen's Flip, Rashad McCants, Jeff Teague, Dave East, Benny the Butcher, man, and the list goes on. And by me, yours truly. And if you think I'm playing, I wanted y'all to see. I wanted you to see the quality of it. You see it? You see that? Listen, the stitching and everything available. Listen, y'all go over there. Tell them, listen, you're going to enter it also in the checkout podcast, and you're going to get yourself 10% off, man. Shout out to pandemoniumclothingclub.com. For real, man. Shout out to them. Go over there and get you some exclusive stuff. Listen, man, I've had fun with y'all. I hope that I got y'all through y'all third shift tonight. We was rocking and rolling. Listen, I might do a little short question and answer if y'all want to jump on live on the Instagram. It's my birthday. I'm up. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. My day was filled with nothing but adventure, nothing but learning experiences, and me being more confident and me speaking in front of everybody. I'm not afraid because I get my practice on with the podcasting. That's my thing. But it was a time, and I also want to send a special shout out to the local ILA 24, all the longshoresmen. What I do, man. It's what I do. Man, had a great meeting with the president, had a great meeting with the commissioner, had a great meeting with the business analyst to bring some things in on the forefront. I can't wait to show it to all my longshoresmen that tap in with me, man. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, and I'm going to continue to do what is necessary to push me forward, especially when it comes to this podcast culture. And if you joining me on TikTok, listen, don't be afraid to come over here and drop a comment. Listen, we listen and we don't judge. This is your platform, the people's. So you finna start seeing me out in 3rd Ward, out in 5th Ward, asking the tough questions, because a lot of times people feel like their voice never gonna be heard. But this is the platform for y'all. So y'all come in, come laugh, come have a good time, and most of all, come learn, man. Because I told you we want to spark the brain and entertain. And guess what? We gonna do that. So shout out to y'all tonight, man. For real, for real. I got 2 joints up for you. I got Moon Man Easy. The name of the song is Me and the Gods. And then I got the second song by an artist by the name of Foreign Glizzy, Lavish Living. So listen, I want to say this, and I want to end the show on a good note, man. For real, for real. You in need of a little marketing boost in your social media community? Let us know. We want you to have a sales increase of about 2 to 5% from your followers. Let us do the walking and talking for you. E-commerce services to deliver a sales increase profitable and precise to not just you, the business, but also the consumer. Yes, they are important. We do honest business. Put yourself in a win-win situation. So DM me PodGod or email me at lets.yap.about.at@gmail.com and we'll get you going. Shout out to y'all for joining me tonight, man. I'm happy. I'm blessed to see 41. And guess what? I hope the Lord has more and more and more in store for me to be able to share with y'all in my experiences of life. So With that being said, I want to say this. I would like to thank you all for joining tonight's broadcast. And if I came up in your feed and you stopped to take a peek in, then come join the conversation and comment down below. Listen, after tonight's program, please like, subscribe, and share this program with everybody. Share the vibes. Well, we've come to an end, so tell a friend and let the conversation begin. So until the next time, we got a lot to yap about. Good night, Moon Man Easy. Please start the show. And when I say start the show, start the end of the show and get it done. We out. One.
Hey, 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 look. What else? Hey, hear me out. Look. Me, Nas, and Jay-Z, these niggas can't persuade me. Legends made at home, so outsiders never faze me. They be good size, mashed potatoes with the gravy. I'm the main dish, been chasing chicken on the daily. Finally got my feet wet, I'ma end the game, this a heat check. Playing with the pussy, sipping Henny like I'm Chief Sweat. I remember days they would treat me like a reject. Now I'm in the mirror, popping shit is just a reflex. Apologize later, I won't never be a hater. What is good to the greatest, stay in fashion, that's the latest. And I believe in God, I hardly ever ask for favors. I read them niggas good, that's how I knew to turn the pages. A whole new aura, met a chick from Bora Bora. She won't do too much complaining if I take her to Sephora. Can't let her have my heart, I'd rather keep it in the storage. They say the one you need gon' come around when you the poorest. Oatmeal over porridge, take a chance and get a foreign. Niggas tried to lowball me when my lyrics was maturing. And my shit got validity, don't even need a chorus. I'm married to the hustle, we been looking for a florist. I come up with soliloquies, I'm willing in a fortune. This base motel, killing niggas like I'm Norman. I got baggage, keep it close, feel like they filming me on hoarders. God, family, then the money, that's my values placed in order. Plus I keep a bad bitch, she always wet like Fiji water. Want my whole fucking dollar, you can't keep a fucking quarter. Old niggas started hating, now I'm creeping with his daughter. I be in her walls, me and my balls, I'm creeping on the border. Life ain't about what you achieve, more about what you become. I be done when I'm no longer having fucking fun. They'll play you like a lame, they'll treat you like a bum. Want the whole fucking loaf, I ain't leaving out a crumb, nigga.
We've been talking a lot lately about, the journey, about my backstory, about everything that it took to get to this point, right? But it's so many of you that's out there in the trenches every day, putting that work in, and you want to keep the main thing the main thing. What you want to know is that product, high quality. And I just want to show you our latest boot, man, going out today to a customer out in Detroit, Michigan, man. That quality. You see the quality in that boot? You see the motto on that, real clean? You see that logo? Real nice and clean on that, baby? That's right. The main thing is the main thing, man. High quality work boots at an affordable price, man. That's what we all about. Bringing you the best in the game, man. The hottest name in work boots right now. Ed Henning's brand work boots, man. Somebody got to be great. Why not you? Let's go.